Turning now to the controversy around medically assisted dying and the religious views directing one of BC's largest hospitals. The family of a 34-year-old woman transferred from St. Paul's in her final moments is suing the province. CTV Shannon Patterson reports on what the family and advocates are hoping for.
Sam O'Neill chose medical assistance in dying, or MAID, so she could pass away peacefully, surrounded by family. Instead, the 34-year-old, who was suffering from end-stage cervical cancer, endured a chaotic transfer from her palliative care room at St. Paul's Hospital in the final hours of her life.
I can't even imagine the extent of her pain just before she died. And then they bounced her across the city.
O'Neill was sedated for the forced transfer and didn't wake up to say goodbye to her family before undergoing MAID at another facility.
We just don't want to see it happen to anybody else. It was horrible.
So 14 months after her daughter's death, Gay O'Neill has filed a civil lawsuit against the province, arguing the MAID exemption granted to public facilities run by religious organizations like Providence Healthcare, which oversees St. Paul's, is contrary to the Canadian Charter.
It's absolutely not about compensation. We don't wish to be compensated. The only thing that we want is for forced transfers to stop.
A Vancouver MAID practitioner who opposes forced transfers is also a plaintiff in the lawsuit.
I'm the one who has to tell them, I can't do this. I cannot provide this at your bedside when I know I can, but I'm being prevented by the religious beliefs of this institution, which I don't share.
MAID advocacy group Dying with Dignity has assembled a legal team to take on the BC government in what it hopes will be a precedent-setting case.
We're looking for the MAID policy in British Columbia to be struck down or amended so that religious institutions no longer have the exemption to refuse to provide MAID, which is how it stands right now.
The health ministry said it can't comment on the lawsuit that's now before the courts. In response to outrage over what happened to Sam O'Neill, it is building a MAID facility adjacent to St. Paul's Hospital, so patients won't need to be transferred out by vehicle, but they'll still have to leave their room in palliative care.
For Sam, she had 2 operations on the Sunday and the Monday before her Tuesday passing. And the doctor specifically said even on those transfers within the building, it hurt a lot.
The O'Neills hope the lawsuit on behalf of their late daughter is the beginning of the end of all forced transfers for MAID.
For us to jump into the ring and try to stop people from getting hurt, I think she's sitting there saying, yay, Mom and Dad.
Shannon Patterson, CTV News, Vancouver.